Hello there, this is Paul Williams, ready to bring you the official football films of the University of Michigan versus Indiana. We'll have them right after a word from your Ford dealer.
Come here, my dear. Look into my eyes. Deeper and deeper into my eyes. I want to talk to you about money. Why waste it, honey, when you can save it? You save money, honey, when you get Ford service. The men who save you money are the Ford mechanics. They save you money because they know Ford cars. All Ford cars. Your Ford car. Whatever your problem, they spot it quickly. Need a shock absorber job? A light engine overhaul? Clutch need adjustment? When Ford mechanics do any job, you know the job's done right. Get genuine Ford service. And honey, you save money.
You know, darling, I see what you mean.
Here's the kickoff. Harry Ellis kicking off for Michigan in the dark jerseys. Ball going down to Gedman of Indiana. He's up to 15, up to the 20, and pulled down on the 24-yard line by Zetkoff and Alan Jackson. First play for Indiana, 1st and 10 on the 24. Lateral back to Gedman running wide, going out to the left. Gets around Clark, but Tom Johnson was through to pull him down, and he's thrown for a loss. Chile, the quarterback, hands off to Olson, the fullback, straight ahead. He gets just past the 25-yard line. 3rd down and about 9. Robertson in motion out to the right. Gedman a flanker to the left. There's a pass. It's intercepted by Harry Ellis on the 33. He's picked up Dufek and Zetkoff. They're going down in front of him. There's a block by Dufek, and Ellis is into the end zone for a touchdown. Michigan out in front, 6-0. Hartman will hold. Dufek will kick. Alice will kick, and the kick is not good. Harry's kick was wide to the right, and the score is 6-0 in favor of Michigan, and Alice will kick off again. Ball goes down to Gedman. He's up to the 20, the 25, and steps out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Indiana takes over again. Chile at quarterback, Gedman in motion out to the left. The ball is handed to Olson straight ahead, and he's piled up by Big Al Wall. Chile handing off to Gedman on a reverse, but Al Wall breaks through again to pull him down with Ozzie Clark, who wasn't blocked out of the play. The flanker to the left is Bobby Robertson. Take it easy, Dick. Don't jump off. Chile, number 22, dropping back to pass. There's his throw way downfield. It looks as if it's intercepted by Ortman. He tries to lateral, but the pass is ruled incomplete. Robertson was the intended receiver. Indiana takes over. Michigan offside. Indiana kicking. Ball going downfield. Robertson the punter. It bounces out of bounds in Michigan territory. But there's a 5-yard penalty against Michigan, and Indiana will kick again. Robertson gets his kick away. Waiting for it. Ortman at the 22. He goes back downfield, starts up, and is pulled down at about the 23 or 24 by Dick Olson, the fullback. Ralph Straffen, number 32, at right halfback for Michigan. Goodrich at quarterback, Dufek at full, Ortman at tailback, a double wing back, Straffen in motion to the right. The ball goes back to Dufek on a spinner, and he's pulled down by big Joe Matisse. A couple of eager lads in to help. Single wing to the right. Ball to Ortman, going off tackle, fights his way forward for about 4 or 5 yards before he's pulled down, and it's double wing again. Hartman back, looking for a pass receiver, throws one down, intended for Harry Ellis. Ball bouncing around, and the pass is ruled incomplete. Hartman dropping back in punt formation. There's his kick. Waiting for it downfield is Gedman. He stutters, can't make up his mind. Robertson tries to throw a block, misses, and Straffen pulls Gedman down. Indiana takes over. Ball is handed off to Robertson on the cutback, and he's finally pulled down by Zetkoff, Dufek, and Ortman. Flanker wide is Bobby Robertson. The handoff is to Gedman, and Gedman is pulled down by Tony Mumford. and Zatkov. Oh, take it easy, boy. You're a little eager there. That ride is free. The Chile holding on to the ball. It bounces loose. Indiana recovers, but there was a penalty against Indiana for offside. Going wide is Robertson. The Chile on a delayed buck to Olsen straight ahead, but Alan Jackson wasn't fooled and pulled him down. The Chile holds the ball this time, starts upfield, gets around Harry Ellis. Watch Ellis stay in the play. Dupek blocked out, and Ellis comes up to help Zetkov bring the Chile down as he gets up to the 36-yard line. The first down for Indiana, the first of the ball game. Handoff is to Gedman, cutting back, pulled down by Zatkov as he gets almost to the 40. Ball is handed to Robertson. Robertson gets to the line of scrimmage, starts back, is pulled down by Dupek. The Chile keeps the ball this time, running wide. Gets away from Ozzie Clark. Momsen is blocked, but Oldham throws the Chile out on the 41 or 42-yard line. Punt formation, Robertson kicking. Ball going downfield and out of bounds in Michigan territory. Michigan will take over. Little Wes Bradford, number 19, is the right halfback now for Michigan. He comes around, takes the ball from Dupek, fights his way forward to the 43-yard line. He's quite a boy. You watch him block. There he goes with one block. Ortman going forward, and Ortman goes down to the 48. In fact, all through the ball game, keep an eye on that little 19. He does some fine blocking and running. Dupek going straight ahead, trying to make it a first down. Quite good. Ball to Dupek. This time he plows and goes down to the 45 of Indiana. Ball to Dupek, handed to Bradford on a reverse. Plows his way forward for about 2. There's the ball back to Ortman. Jump pass, complete to Lowell Perry. Perry going downfield. Finally pulled down on the 27-yard line of Indiana. Bradford in motion. A handoff from Dupek. Cuts upfield, drives his way forward, ducks his head, and goes forward, putting the ball a little farther ahead. Quite a boy. He's in motion out to the right now. Ball to Dupek. Going straight ahead, cutting upfield, and finally gets down inside the 15-yard line of Indiana, down on about the 13. Ball to Dupek on the spinner, straight ahead, but Bill Smith pulls him down. Bradford in motion. Ball is handed to Bradford. A big Stan Tallarico breaks through and pulls Bradford down. Angle wing to the right. Ball to Dupek. Handed back to Ortman. He's throwing. It's complete to Lowell Perry. Perry tries to fight his way forward. There's a gain of only about a yard on the play. Now Ellis is back, and Michigan has 5 men in the backfield. Count them there. Ellis's kick goes up. There was no signal. Evidently it was good, but Indiana took the penalty, and so Michigan gets a 5-yard penalty. Now the boys are right. There's the kick. And it's not good, and Indiana takes over on the 15. This is one of those puzzles, why the ball was on the 15. It should have come out to the 20, but the officials just blew one there. There's a plunge straight ahead for Indiana to about the 16. Dick Olson coming forward, and he's pulled down by Dick McWilliams. The Chile calling for Indiana. Lateral back to Gedman. Gedman running back to the 10, comes up to the 15, down to the 20, and gets forward to about the 23 before he's pulled down. That's the end of the quarter with Michigan out in front, 6-0. Indiana back in punt formation. Robertson kicking. Ball going upfield. Waiting for it is Ortman at the 24. Comes up to the 30. 35. Still coming along and gets up into Indiana territory on the 48. There's a penalty on the play, and Michigan has pushed back downfield where Bradford goes to the 30. Single wing to the right. Bradford is the right halfback out there. Watch him block that big end. Going straight ahead is Dupek. Gets up to about the 32. Kudich is in as the tailback. Dupek coming forward, gives the ball to Ted Tober at quarterback. Kittredge coming forward, coming downfield, and gets up almost to the 40-yard line before he's pulled down. There's Dufek coming straight ahead, and he picks up about 2. Single wing to the right. Ball back to Dufek. End around play. Perry getting the ball. Coming upfield. Still going and goes to about the 48. Single wing to the right again. Kulich with the ball. Kulich fights his way down into Indiana territory, picking up 4 or 5 more. There's Dufek on a spinner, but there's no hole there as Big Talarico refuses to be blocked out. Dufek fights his way for a couple. Kulich back to pass. There's a throw. It's complete to Harry Alice on the 41. Single wing to the right. Bradford in motion. There's a handoff to him. He cuts outside. Gets a nice block by Suzuki. Another one in front of him, cutting downfield. There he goes. He gets away from another tackler. And he's down to the 5, and he's over for a touchdown. John Davis hits him in the end zone, but little Bradford was over. Hartman holding. Alice kicking. And it's good. And Michigan is out in front, 13-0. Alice kicking off. Ball goes out of bounds and will be kicked again. There's his kick. Goes downfield to Mel Beckett, and watch him get hit by Zatkoff. Really splattered. Indiana going straight ahead with Olson carrying the ball, hit by Tony Mompson. This time it's Robertson who goes forward, piled up as he gets to about the 40. Robertson's the flanker this time. Little Lou DeChille, 5'8", sophomore quarterback, has the ball for Indiana. Ozzie Clark slows him down. He tries the lateral, and he's finally knocked down as he gets to about the 39. On formation, Robertson kicks. Ball goes down to Oldham. Oldham is pulled down right on the 30. Pulled down pretty hard. Going from the tee, there's Dufek straight ahead. Gain of about 2. Single wing to the right. Ball back to Ortman. There's another nice block by Bradford. Ortman coming forward, gets up to the 36 before he's pulled down. This time it's single wing to the left. Ball back to Ortman, looking for a pass receiver. Throws one downfield and hits Pickard and bounces away incomplete. Wolverines are on the 41. Bradford in motion. Ball is handed to him. He tries to go outside, but he's pulled down by Hugh Creighton on a nice play. Hartman, a jump pass. It's complete to Perry. Perry runs into an official, fights his way down, gets down for about 10. Single wing to the right to the Wolverines. Ball back to Hartman. Hartman gets upfield, goes to the 40-yard line of Indiana before he's finally pulled down. Single wing to the right to the Wolverines. Bradford in motion. Spinner, Dufek coming straight ahead, but not much of a hole. He gets up for about 3. Hartman back, looking for a pass receiver. And his ball is knocked down right after he throws it. He tries to get it away. It's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Kulich back, looking for a pass receiver, decides to run, and he's pulled down by big Joe Matisik and Sam Talarico. Confirmation for the Wolverines. Ball goes back, kicked by Ortman, going downfield and into the end zone. Indiana takes over on its 20, first and 10. Robertson in motion. Ball is handed to Olson. Olson fighting his way forward, making a nice gain before Tony Mompson pulls him down. Robertson again. This time there wasn't any hole as he tries to fight his way forward. Dick McWilliams piled it up. Robertson in motion. Ball given to Olson again. Straight power football right up the middle. Robertson in motion backwards. Chile back, throws the ball to Robertson out on the 30. Sidesteps Alice, comes up to the 40, and gets up to about the 46, 47-yard line before he's thrown. Chile back to pass again. Running wide. There's his throw. Way downfield, intended for Robertson. Bounces off his fingertips. He was in the open behind Ortman. Could have gone all the way, but the ball bounced off his fingertips. Robertson in motion out to the left. Chili back again. Throws one on the dead run. It's complete to Clifton Anderson. He's hit immediately by Don Older. Chili back on about the 23. Throws one downfield. This one's complete to Jim Gomery, who was gone in at right half in place of Gene Gedman. But it's not enough for a first down and punt formation for Indiana. Robertson gets the kick away. Taken by Oldham at the 20. That's wide. Gets back and he's thrown at the 20 after he came up for about 4 yards. Angle wing to the right for the Wolverines. Ball to Dupek, given to Putic, lateral back to Ortman. Coming upfield, gets to about the 23 before he's finally pulled down. Single wing right this time. Ortman dropping back for a pass. Throws one downfield. It's intercepted by Ray Petrauskas. Fred Pickard, the intended receiver, pulls him down. He laterals to Bill Smith, but he was down on the 34. Indiana takes over. In motion, Jim Gomery, number 24. Chili back to pass. Throws one way downfield, intended for Gomery, incomplete. Knocked down by Lowell Perry. Gomery in motion again. Chili back. There's his throw. And it's intercepted by Tony Mompson. Mompson coming upfield. Watch him go down and watch Tony ask for timeout as he gets up. He knows the time is running out. Michigan trying to score real quick here. The ball to Dupek. On its spinner, very little gain. Single wing right. Bradford is the right halfback. Ball is given to Ortman. Ortman back looking for a pass receiver. Running wide. There's his throw, going way downfield. And Perry makes a great catch in between two Indiana players down on the 24-yard line. Ball to Dupek, and there's nobody there. Dupek can't find anybody, and that's the way the half ends. Was Dupek looking for someone.
The early miners named this part of Colorado Calamity Mesa. Today, its mines more active than ever. The name still fits. For the drivers of these ore trucks, the Calamity Run means 300-mile round trips over precipitous mountain roads, grades as steep as 27%, twisting, hairpin turns that test the skill of the most expert drivers. And it's a real test of truck endurance, too. But this 145-horsepower Ford Big Job, one of more than 175 models in the Ford truck line, is built for rugged duty with big reserves of extra power. That means more work per dollar and real savings for truck owner Adolph Stample of Rifle, Colorado.
I've used practically every make truck and find that these big Ford trucks are really the only trucks that'll do the job and hold up. They'll haul bigger payloads with less expense. These trucks really save me money.
And remember, Ford trucking costs less because Ford trucks last longer.
Here's the kickoff. Second half, the ball goes to Ozzie Clark up close, and he returns it to the 46. On this first play, watch the block thrown by little 19 Bradford there at the right half. Dupek with the ball. There's the block, taking the linebacker out. Dupek on the move, down to the 40, 35, the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and Dupek goes 56 yards for a touchdown on Michigan's first offensive play. Ball is passed back to Ortman. The kick by Alice is good, and the score is 20-0. Michigan 20, Indiana nothing. Michigan kicking off to Indiana. Ball going downfield, taken by Gedman up to the 25, the 30, and finally thrown out of bounds in Indiana territory on about the 39. Here's a plunge straight ahead by Dick Olson, the fullback. Gets up to about the 43. Luda Chili calling. Hands the ball off to Gomery, who's in there now at the right halfback, and Gomery's pulled down by Tony Mompson. Bob Robertson in motion. Coming straight ahead is Olson. Olson fights his way forward for about 3, but there was a penalty in Indiana on the play, and the ball goes back to the 41. Chili dropping back to pass. There's the throw, long one, downfield, and it's complete to Gedman, and Gedman is pulled down on the 26-yard line. Pulled down by Ortman and Dupek. Hand off to Robertson. Robertson gets down to the 22 before he's pulled down by Tony Momsen. Indiana on the march. Coming straight ahead is Olson. Olson fights his way down to about the 21. Hand off this time to Gedman, who's in there fighting his way down for yardage. Ozzie Clark pulls him down. Chili calling from the wing tee. Ball is handed to Robertson. Robertson going straight forward. Not much of a hole there, as you can see, as the Michigan line is fighting. Going straight ahead is Olson. Olson plows his way down for 1 or 2. Ball is handed to Robertson again. Robertson cuts his way down, fighting. Gets almost to the 7. Does get to the 7. Straight ahead. Olson plowing his way in. Still charging. He was stopped there for a moment, but fought his way forward to the 4. There's a handoff to Robertson. Watch him cut back in. Sees daylight, and he goes in for the touchdown. And it's 6 points for Indiana. Zuger will hold. The Chili will try for the extra point. There's his kick. And it's good. And the score is Michigan 20, Indiana 7. 20-7. Kickoff. Ball going downfield, taken by Dupek. Starts upfield, gets to 20. Gets to the 34 before he's finally pulled down. In motion, Bradford out to the right. The ball to Dupek. Dupek fakes a handoff, comes straight ahead, fights his way down, and gets down to about the 40. The 46 when he's finally pulled down. Dupek on a spinner, coming straight ahead again. Pulled down by Arnold Bowman. Pulich running the team. Bradford at right halfback. Ball to Dupek, given to Pulich. The lateral is back to Ortman. Ortman comes upfield, fights his way down. George Byers finally pulling him down. He stepped out of bounds, however. There's the single wing to the right. Bradford in motion. Ball goes to Ortman. Ortman throws out to Bradford in the flat. He's down to the 40-yard line before he's finally pulled down. Made a lot of difference in the Michigan offense up there. Hartman again, dropping back. There's his throw. It's complete to Harry Alice. Alice tucks the ball away, fights his way down. Single wing to the right. Bradford in motion. Ball going to Ortman. Ortman coming straight ahead. As you can see, there was a flag on the play, and the Michigan backfield was in motion, so there's a 5-yard penalty. Double wing back. Ball back to Ortman. Ortman coming wide. There's another good block by Bradford. Ortman fights his way down to the 23. Bradford in motion. Ball goes back to Ortman. Drops back. Decides to run. And doesn't get very far as Creighton comes in to pull him down. Hartman again dropping back. Ball is out to Dupek. Dupek pulls it in with one hand. He's down to the 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's over for a touchdown. But the play was called back because there was a penalty on Michigan. So the boys try again. This time it's punt formation. Ball going back. Thompson kicking. Ball bouncing in Indiana territory, and Dick Strzelecki picks it up, which he shouldn't have done because that makes it an automatic touchback. The ball comes out to the 20, and Olson goes straight ahead for 3 on the first play. Handoff is to Olson again. He's hit by Al Wall. Robertson in motion, and as you can see, the play is very complicated. This was an end around to Clifton Anderson, but Indiana was offside on the play. In motion, Gedman out to the left. There's a throw out to him, pulls it in. That's up to the 20. Sidestepping, starts back in and is pulled down on the 27. Hunt for Mason. Robertson kicking. Ball goes down to Don Oldham. Takes it on the 25. That's back to the 22. Gets away from the tackler. Coming upfield, there was a stepping penalty back there. He's making a nice return, but the ball is going to go back down in Michigan territory after that penalty. Illegal use of the hands it was. Ball goes to Dufek. Dufek coming straight ahead, pulled down by Joe Matisse. Very short game. Michigan deep in Wolverine territory. The ball to Dufek again. Again he comes forward. Gets up to about the 10 this time. Hartman with the ball. Gets upfield. Gets to the 17 before he's pulled down by George Byers and Petrosky. Made it a first down. Ball back to Dufek. Given to Putich. Goes to Bradford on a reverse. Watch this little boy go. He's coming upfield. Goes down to the 40 before he's pulled down. Putich wide on a double wing back. Ball goes back to Ortman. Ortman gets the 45. Down in Indiana territory and pulled down from behind on a very nice play as he got to about the 42, 43. Ortman again trying to fight his way forward, but no gain on the play. Ball to Dufek, handed to Bradford, and Sam Tallarico throws him back downfield rather suddenly. There's the end of the quarter. Michigan out in front, 20-7. Double wing back for the Wolverines. Ball goes to Ortman. Throws it out in the flat to Straffen, and Straffen is pulled down on the 40. Straffen is in at fullback for Michigan. Dufek getting a rest. Tony Momsen kicking. Ball goes out of bounds on about the 33, 34-yard line. Momsen's kick was short. Indiana takes over. The Chile hands off to Gedman, but Gedman is piled up. Gets to about the 41, 42. The Chile back to pass again. There's his throw, incomplete. Little boy goes back farther this time. 5'8" quarterback. Ball going way downfield, and it's intercepted by Lowell Perry on the 20. Comes back to the 25, up to the 30, 35, and gets up to the 40. Finally run out of bounds on the 45-yard line. 20-7 the score, no more scoring. There go the teams off the field. Michigan winning 20-7.
He is indeed a... Beware of the... He gets into cars, even into the best of cars, even into Ford cars. And if this little birdie has got into your Ford, that's a sign you've neglected your lubrication. A sign that your Ford needs Ford service. Play safe. Come into your Ford dealers for a real Ford lube job. Regularly. Every 1,000 miles. Ford-trained mechanics are lubrication specialists. Ford lubrication drives the birdies out. Get regular Ford service. And keep the birdies out.
Don't forget to be with us next week, same time, same station, when your Ford dealer will present the official football film of the game between the University of Michigan and Northwestern. Paul Williams saying goodnight.